Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A diesel motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Today we're going to look at a beautiful 2005 Damon Astoria model 3679. This is the Waldorf edition. Whew, so try saying that 5 times in a row real fast. But anyway, folks, this is a 38-foot diesel motorhome. 2 power slide outs, full body paint. Just turned 50,000 miles. It's sitting on a great looking set of tires. Got the upgrade power acrylic awning. It's a good looking motorhome, folks. Only 50,000 miles. Got a 7,500 watt Generac diesel generator. 700 hours on it. Runs great. This unit's going to include a 90-day nationwide limited warranty and a major systems check by our certified RV techs to be completed after purchase. Folks, look at the body and the paint and finish on this motorhome. This, if you went in 2005 and went to your local new Damon dealer and told them, I want the biggest, the best, the most expensive motorhome that you can build, this is what you would have drove home right here. Got the hydraulic leveling jacks, full body paint, very well insulated. I mean, the body and the whole motorhome looks great. Got the Cummins diesel engine. I mean, it's got almost brand new looking Michelin tires. And let me tell you something, folks. Obviously, those aren't the factory tires, this thing being 12 years old. When somebody has a used motorhome, especially on these big 22.5s, and they spend the extra money to put Michelins on it versus a Toyo or a Firestone or a cheaper brand, folks, when they spend almost twice as much money putting Michelins on than the other cheaper brands. When they care enough about an RV to spend that extra couple of $1,000s to put Michelins over the other brands, they generally take very, very good care of it. And just, folks, look at the body. I mean, this thing is a 12-year-old motorhome, believe it or not. And this thing looks as good as some 2010 and 11 models I have on the lot right now. I am going to point out one thing, and most dealers would never catch this. On the back it says 400 horsepower, and most dealers would advertise it like that. But folks, I've been around these motorhomes for over 20 years. And when I cranked this thing up, I said, that doesn't sound like the 400 horse diesel. I know what kind of diesel it's got in it by the way it runs. And it's an the way this thing runs, that's an ISB Cummins diesel. ISB Cummins diesels, as many of you know, don't make a 400 horsepower. 300 horse max. And you get the ISCs and the ISLs to get the 400 horse. So I did some investigating, and sure enough, folks, one of the previous owners has added that 400 horsepower sticker. This unit, only option you can get with it was a 300 horsepower ISB Cummins diesel, and that's what's in it. I just want to point that out because I don't want somebody thinking it's got a 400 horse when it doesn't. And I know most RV dealers wouldn't tell you that, but folks, you know, we've been here 49 years. It's a lot easier to tell the truth than lie. We've learned that decades ago, and that's why we're so very direct and blunt with the way we advertise our units. And just because it says it on the RV doesn't mean it's true. But it is a 300 horse ISB Cummins diesel, 660 pound-feet of torque, which this motorhome right here will run 75 miles an hour all day long or more. So I don't think you're going to be wanting for power. Both slide outs have the awning toppers. It's got the acrylic or the cloth-like material on the power awning. It's got full pass-through storage with the slide-out tray that goes out either side. Heated basement, like I said, power awning, acrylic. It's got the sun shield, which is a neat feature because if you ever get too close to a limb, and I've done this myself, driving down a back road or something to a campground and they haven't kept the limbs trimmed back from the road like they should, and I've actually gotten too close to a limb and it went over and ripped my awning because I didn't have that metal sun shield. And that sun shield's a worthy addition to any RV, folks. It'll definitely save your fabric and save your canvas, especially that acrylic material, because that stuff is not cheap and it looks great. doesn't mold or mildew like vinyl does, and it'll last a lot longer if you take care of it. 22.5-inch Michelin tires, Freightliner custom chassis. And that's important, folks, because Freightliner is the most popular chassis out there. And that's a chassis that any diesel mechanic that has any kind of experience can work on. You know, I've run into this before, folks. Spartan chassis, Roadmaster, stuff like that. Some shops don't mess with them. Every diesel shop that I know of or ever heard of works on a Freightliner. That's like a auto mechanic not being able to work on a Ford car or truck. I mean, it just doesn't happen. That's what diesel mechanics learn to work on is Freightliner, because not saying that they're better or worse than any of the other ones, but there's a whole lot more of them. So it's kind of the industry standard for diesel chassis. And that Cummins diesel, of course, folks, needs no explanation. I mean, you're talking about the most popular diesel motor on the planet. I mean, more Cummins diesels are in diesel vehicles than anything else. Whether it's a Ram truck or a motor home or commercial vehicles, semi trucks. I mean, there's Cummins diesels in probably 80% of the diesel vehicles on the road today, in trucks or motor homes or commercial trucks or semis. But this is a good looking coach, folks. Windshields look great. It's got the door awning, power step. Let's look inside. And I love the color scheme inside this thing, and I'll show you that. As we step in, you can see the power step works. Carpet looks beautiful. It looks almost brand new. Got the really nice deep plush carpet. Right by the door, you've got your battery cut off. I'm gonna go ahead and retract that awning, because in case that wind picks up. And that's so easy, folks. That power awning, you don't have to go out and crank it out. You don't have to go out and mess with arms. You just push a button. And that's really handy, folks, because if you are camping somewhere and you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and it's about to storm, the wind's blowing, all you have to do is you don't have to go outside and get wet or none of that. All you have to do is just go over here and push the retract button, and you don't even have to step outside and your awning's in. All right, folks, inside this motorhome is just as nice as the outside. Somebody has taken exceptionally care of this RV. It's got leather captain's chairs that swivel for party seating. The passenger side is a recliner. 6-speed Allison push button automatic. It's got just turned 50,000 miles, 50,300 miles if I'm not mistaken, which anybody that knows anything about diesels will tell you mileage on a diesel is hardly anything to worry about. And 50,000 miles on a diesel is like buying a gas burner with 25,000, because you're going to get twice or 3 times the use out of a diesel engine as you will as a gas engine. Let me put it to you this way, folks. If you're wanting to drive 100,000 miles a year, which I don't know anybody that can drive 100,000 miles a year in a motorhome, but if you were going to buy one, drive it 100,000 miles a year, you keep the service and maintenance up, you'll still be using this one 5 years from now. I mean, look at these semi trucks with Cummins diesels and Freightliner chassis hauling 50, 60, 70,000 pounds, and this motorhome weighs less than half that. And they're running 1 million miles between overhauls. That's how strong a diesel engine is. And the diesel generators the same way. You literally cannot wear them out. You just keep them serviced, keep them maintained. You know, you may have to do a repair every once in a while, but if you take care of it, folks, it'll take care of you. That's the benefit of a diesel over a gas. That's why you pay more up front for a diesel over a gas burner when you buy the RV, because you're buying the longevity. This is a motorhome. You take care of it, you'll be driving 20 years from now if you take care of it. Got the Voyager backup camera, and I know it looks like it's flickering in the video, folks, but it's not. What it is, this is a CRT monitor, so the refresh rate's different than this HD camera. So it in person, I guarantee you it's steady. It doesn't flicker. It doesn't have static in the picture. It works perfectly. But on the video, it looks like it's flickering, but it's not. Right beside it to the right, you've got your trip computer. This unit's actually got ice cold air. That's another, obviously another sign that somebody's taking care of it, because an 05 model, folks, they've had to do some air conditioning repairs. Nobody uses Dash Airs and Class A's because It's like putting a single ice cube in a 400-degree oven and expecting that one ice cube to cool it off. It's not going to happen. That dash air is really only good just to kind of cool the drivers off. If you've got passengers, I've got a Class A myself, and I'm very, very familiar with this concept, as most people are that have owned Class A's. 90% of the time when you're driving down the road with passengers, you're going to have that generator running and those roof airs on, because that's the only way you're going to cool this motorhome off while you're traveling. Now, if you're just a single person driving it to somewhere local for a few minutes, then of course the dash air is going to keep you comfortable, but it's only going to keep the driver comfortable. If you're in the back, you're going to roast, folks, especially when it's 80-something degrees like it is today. You need those air conditioners, and that's what that generator's put there for, so you have a reliable power source to run everything while you're driving down the road and traveling. But folks, it's got heated power mirrors, hydraulic jacks, got a CD stereo. Like I said, the dash air is cold, got the air horns on top. It's got the Wine Guard satellite system. That's a $2,000 or $3,000 option. Looks like it originally came with a CRT TV and somebody's modified it to take a HDTV. Got a Pioneer stereo right here and surround sound. That's your crossover board on the bottom, so that way you can watch, you can put a DVD in up here and watch it on the back TV. You don't have to have two components. And it does have Dish Network receiver, HD receivers. Now, I don't know if those are current or not, because we don't get into electronics when we check one out. But you'd have to call Dish Network and see if those are still valid dish receivers, and of course you'll have to buy a subscription to Dish Network to use the satellite system that's on the roof. Padded headliner, note which shows no signs of water damage, no leaks. This padded headliner helps insulate the RV and help reduce road vibrations. But if you ever have a roof leak, you can tell it within a few seconds on one of these padded headliners, because it'll start to sag, because this padded is glued to the backer board that's up here, and if it ever gets water in it, that glue loses cohesion and it sags down, kind of like a headliner on an old car. You ever seen an old car that the headliner's just sagging everywhere? Same concept. You just get a little water in that thing, it's going to start sagging. Well, guess what, folks? I've looked this thing over. The headliner's perfect front to back. You've got all leather furniture, and the colors look great. I love that white leather. It's got a removable tray on this recliner. You've got a sleeper sofa. You've got a table booth that makes a bed. Again, leather seats. Got the books and manuals. Solid wood cabinets, day-night shades. Lots of lighting. Real Corian countertops, and you can tell, folks, because it's got the little gold stamp built into the... Like I said, folks, ceramic tile floor. Like I said, in 2005, if you wanted the most expensive motorhome Damon made, this is what you would have bought. It was $165,000 in 2005. And of course, here it is, folks, for over $100,000 off that price, with a warranty and only 50,000 miles, with virtually decades of life left to it if you take care of it. So, you know, that's the advantage of buying used over new, folks. You let somebody else lose their butt in depreciation. I mean, you imagine if you'd bought this thing, used it for only 50,000 miles, and see the same thing for over $100,000 less. I don't know about you, but I'd just be sick on the spot. If I knew I lost that kind of money on something that I only got 50,000 miles worth of enjoyment out of. That's a ton of money, folks. Actually $106,000 they lost. It's got a newer Atwood refrigerator, and this is the new helium refrigerator. It's got the LED lighting inside. It doesn't look like it's been used, to be honest with you. Heck, if it still had the stickers they put in from the factory, I would swear this was a brand new refrigerator. But this is the two-way gas or electric, and it's ice cold, of course. You get a 90-day warranty that covers all of that in case we miss something, which doesn't happen. I mean, I'm not going to say it never happens, but something that doesn't happen very often. Table booth makes a bed, couch makes a bed, sleeps 6. We're going to walk toward the back. Here on the front side, you got a trip light inverter charger. You can start your generator from here, your monitor panel, your lights, your slide out system. You got a solid sliding privacy door right here, which Opens up all the way to cut the bedroom off from the rest of the RV, the bedroom and the bathroom, instead of a curtain. And I know, folks, Damon is not as well known a quality brand as like a Monaco or a Holiday Rambler, but you got to realize if this was an 05 Holiday Rambler, an 05 Monaco, or a Newmar, it would be another $20,000. And this thing to me is, as far as the amenities, is just as nice as one of those Monacos or Holidays, and it's going to save you 20-25 grand off the price too. So, and it's a nice unit, and the main thing that you want to look for with any used RV is that it's been taken care of. Because I don't care how good the deal is, if you buy something that hasn't been taken care of, folks, you're asking for trouble. And this one has definitely been cared for. So there's no smoke or pet odors. Look around that skylight, folks. Do you see any kind of sagging or water stains or soft spots? You've got a nice vanity area. It's got the Corian vanity top to match the front, medicine cabinet, private water closet. You've got a upgrade porcelain RV toilet. Again, folks, look around that vent. Do you see any water stains or sagging in here either? It does have washer and dryer hookups. Does not have washer and dryer. And be honest with you, folks, that's probably a smart decision on the previous owner's part, not to put a washer and dryer in here. Now, we can certainly add one for $1,500. Unless you're going to use it once a week, my personal recommendation is stay away from them. Unless you're going to use it once a week. I've seen those washers and dryers do thousands of dollars worth of damage to an RV before, because they'll spring a leak because people won't winterize them, or they'll winterize the coach but not the washer and dryer. When they put water in it in the spring, they won't catch it. It'll start leaking and it'll soak into the floor, and like I said, I've seen them do thousands of dollars worth of damage for something that you only use maybe once or twice a year. I had a guy come in here the other day try to trade us a motorhome, and same thing happened to him. He bought the motorhome 8 years ago, had a washer and dryer in it. He never turned it on, but it had water running to it, and when he winterized it last year, didn't winterize the washer and dryer. He put water on it this year, and it leaked for 2 or 3 days before he noticed, and it just destroyed the floor in that closet and spread out into the hallway. And of course, we didn't trade for it because it needed too much work. But that's something that is very, very common on those washers and dryers. So unless you're going to be full-timing in an RV and using it once a week, I recommend stay away from them. In fact, my own personal motorhome had one in it. I've got a 2008 Winnebago A. And first thing I did was I took that washer and dryer out, sold it on Craigslist for a few $100 and used it for a closet. But anyway, folks, this unit's got double ducted airs that are ice cold with remote control. It's got a Queen Island bed, and this is one thick mattress. Good Lord. You about have to have a step ladder to get up on it. Of course, you know, that'd be a good night's sleep for somebody, but man, somebody has put and it fits the frame perfectly, so they've obviously custom ordered it, but somebody has put a very expensive mattress on this bed. You've got nightstand over there. You've got an HDTV back here as well. Looks like you've got another, it's either a DVD or a Blu-ray, I can't tell, but you have another Dish Network receiver. Big closet. Mini closets on the back. I mean, this is a nice motorhome, folks. Especially for the price. Folks, this unit with the warranty and the inspection that will be done after purchase. And folks, let me emphasize on this again. I don't want any confusion or any problems. Folks, we don't check these units out until they're sold. I've got 170 used RVs in stock. There's no possible way that I can check every one of them out before we sell them. If I had to do that, I have to hire about 20 or 30 certified RV techs, and that would mean more overhead. That means I'd have to ask several thousand more for my prices, and that's not going to help anybody. So we don't check these things out until they're sold. And the way it works is once you purchase this RV, it'll go into line in the back. I don't know how many will be in front of it. Depends on when you buy it. There may be 1 or 2 in front of it. There may be 10 in front of it. There may be 20 or 30 in front of it. They are checked out in the order that they are purchased. So What it will do is it will go in line, or we call it in queue, and when it gets to its time, it'll be pulled into our service bay. My certified RV techs are going to spend several hours in this motorhome checking everything, making sure everything works, and anything on our checklist that is not working, we replace or fix, no matter what it costs. We check and this is give you an idea. We check the running gear, the driving. We check the roof airs. We check the generator. We check the jacks, the slide outs. We check the plumbing, the electrical systems, all your outlets, all your lights, propane systems, plumbing systems. We check all those for leaks. We make sure the furnaces work, the water heater on gas and electric, the refrigerator on gas and electric, all your drawers, cabinets. We make sure your sofa and table make beds like they're supposed to. Check the microwave, convection oven, which this has the convection oven too. Check everything we can think of to check, folks. I mean, and if you want a copy of that checklist, just contact our non-commissioned salespeople before you purchase this RV. And if you want to know what the current lead time is, because I know some people don't care, they'd rather wait and get it right instead of right now. And some people are in a hurry, so please don't expect to come here and pick it up the same day that you purchase it, because unless you're going to take it as is, because like I said, when they're sold, they go into line, and we sold almost 600 RVs last year. Obviously, we have a line. So if you want the current lead time, please call before purchasing this unit on eBay or in the other websites. We use about 20 different websites. If you'll call and get the current lead time for a used Class A diesel, and then you'll know about approximately what time after you purchase it, about how long before you can pick your unit up if you want it inspected. Now, folks, our prices are haggle free. Obviously, they're the lowest price on the internet. I did some research. I got on RV Trader. I found another one of these Astorias with 4,000 less miles. It was $89.9. I found another one that had about the same miles as this one. It was $69.9 without the full body paint. This Astoria Waldorf edition is priced at $59.9 with a warranty, and that's a haggle-free price. I guarantee you're not going to find another 05 with 50,000 miles and a warranty and no extra fees for $59.9 out the door anywhere else. And you're welcome to fact check me on that. You're welcome to research it yourself. Try to find another one with the same miles and a warranty for that price, with the full body paint and the amenities that this one has at $36.79. Because I promise you, folks, you're going to come right back to this one after you see what other ones are bringing out there. And don't forget, if it's at a dealership, ask them what kind of fees they charge. Just about all your dealers out there, folks, charge about 10 to 15% of the asking price in these after-sales fees, like dock fees, prep fees, dealer fees, freight fees, processing fees. And they don't come with a warranty either. You got to pay a couple of grand for that warranty too. They charge you to check the unit out. They charge you for the temporary tag. They charge you for the title work. I mean, folks, it's, you know, $5,000 or $6,000 on a motorhome like this on top of their price in fees. And even the dealers that do haggle prices, which in this day and time is getting fewer and fewer, whatever they knock off the price, they add back in fees. So it's really not accomplishing anything. So all of our prices are haggle free. That's the way we've done it for a long time. They're out the door. There's no surprises, no games, or no gimmicks. Because, folks, we've been here doing this for 49 plus years. We are one of the oldest, largest, and most successful independently owned, family-operated used RV dealers in the United States today. In fact, we're the oldest licensed, bonded, and insured RV dealer in the entire state of Georgia. And there's some big RV dealers in this state, folks, but we are the oldest currently still holding a license. And we sold almost 600 units last year. We sell 500 to 600 units every year because we have the lowest prices. We've got over 170 units in stock, used units. More used units in stock than any dealer within a 500-mile radius of us. And more dealers, folks, are going away from used RVs. They're all selling new RVs. And who wants to go spend $250,000 on one of these brand new? I mean, when you can buy something like this with a warranty, with only 50,000 miles on a diesel, checked out, ready to go for under $60,000 out the door. Let somebody else buy a new one and lose a couple of $100,000 on it, folks. Basically, if you buy this thing brand new, let me put it to you this way. The first year, if you keep it for 2 years and decide to sell it, you just lost probably about $100,000. You might as well, when you drive that new Astoria off the dealer's lot, go home, put you $100,000 cash in a paper bag, set it in the middle of your driveway, put a little gasoline on it, and throw a match to it and watch it burn, because that's exactly what you just did. And folks, I'm going to tell you, we've been doing this a long time. There's not much we haven't seen. We're going to help you out any way we can, but keep in mind, folks, this unit's only going to last a matter of days. Every video I publish, folks, gets viewed hundreds of times in 24 hours. Thousands of people read the ads on the 20+ different websites this unit's going to be advertised on in the next few hours. Somebody's going to buy this Astoria when they realize what it is and the value that it is. With the warranty, the inspection, or if we'll discount the price, whatever the warranty and the inspection cost us, we'll discount that price off the asking price if you want to take it as is, with no checkout, no warranty, or no demonstration. So either way you want to go, folks, you can take it with all those services I promised. $59.9 out the door, no surprises, no games or gimmicks. Or you can come get it, take the good with the bad, and we'll discount the price, whatever the warranty, which cost us several $100s, and what the several $100s we're going to spend having our certified RV techs check this unit out, because they're not cheap, folks. And that's who's going to check out your RV. So either way you want to go, folks, we'll be glad to help you out. 706-965-7929 is our phone number. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Websites, ParkwayRVCenter.com. Over 170+ used RVs in stock. Plenty more coming soon. I post videos every day, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel or like this video. I'm on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and much, much more. Folks, we've been doing this a long time. No commission salespeople, no games, no gimmicks. Financing is available with approved credit, and we can also help arrange nationwide delivery and have free airport pickup at the Chattanooga, Tennessee airport during business hours.